Hey guys, so this is an updated video on the bleeding the massive amount of bleeding that started Friday. It's really slowed down, maybe a mild period at this point in time. I went to the midwife's this morning. It was a very discouraging appointment. I will not be returning there anymore. I have chosen midwives because I wanted a more personal experience, and I really am not feeling like I'm getting that. The first time that I called with bleeding, they acted like it was ridiculous that I was calling because it wasn't a big deal. And then from there, they went on to it being a huge deal. And then when I had the massive bleeding Friday, went to the emergency clinic. Saturday, 10 more bleeding. Now here it is Monday. I spent the last half an hour at the midwife's office with them telling me that basically I'm having a miscarriage and I need to plan for that. And they did not say anything once about a subchronic hematoma or a subchronic hemorrhage. They have not diagnosed anything. As far as I'm concerned, that's what's going on. I have done research, gotten on the internet, and found thousands and thousands of women that are going through the exact same thing, to the T, 100% the same thing, and it's a subchronic hemorrhage. These women are having completely healthy babies. They're fine. It is just something that happens in about 1% of women. It discourages me that my midwives have no idea about that, and they have no concept of it. They haven't said anything besides, we don't know what's wrong with you, we don't know why you're bleeding, you must be having a miscarriage, which I'm quite obviously not. My baby is completely healthy, kicking, heartbeat, I'm easily finding the heartbeat on a Doppler like within a second or two. I've had 2 ultrasounds in the last week showing a completely healthy, happy baby, but I've been bleeding for almost a month, so there has to be some other explanation besides you're having a miscarriage, which, as far as I'm concerned, it's the subchronic hematoma. So I left there. I went in there feeling like everything's fine. There's something that some people go through. I've done my research on it. Everything's fine. But then after them continuing to tell me over and over and over again that, yep, you're having a miscarriage, just go home and wait for that miscarriage, I got in my car and I started to believe them, and I started to think about that. And we all know that the placebo effect is real, and it has a real effect on you and your health. And when you start to fixate on being sick or something being wrong, then you create something wrong. And I feel very wronged by the midwives for that. I went in feeling optimistic about this pregnancy, and I left feeling like I needed to go home and grieve. Thankfully, I came home. I got the number of a wonderful doctor, according to my friend that lives the doctor's up north, and I have an appointment next Thursday with him, and we're gonna go a different route and maybe get somebody that is just a little better able to handle the situation at this point in time, because this does happen, and bleeding does not always mean that you're having a miscarriage. There's thousands of us. So keep strong. If you got this going on, let me know how you're doing, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks.